and welcome to Enterprise Morning on Enterprise Television. I am Kende Bojarin.
And I am Henry Igwebike.
All right, so we'll start with our newspaper review, and afterwards we'll dive into our main conversation for the day. I'm sure you don't want to miss a moment. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Enterprise TV7. You can equally like and drop your comments. So to share more light to these segments with us, we have Barrister Abdulhamid Olatunji. You're welcome, sir.
Good morning, Barrister.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be with you. Thank you. You're afraid to be chief.
Oh. Welcome.
Thank you so very much, Barrister. So let's kickstart today with the first daily on our desk, which is...
we have the Punch, and we'll start with the top strip. We have Nupeng suspend strike as Dangote accepts union's demands.
And also we have 31 states domestic debt hit 2.57 trillion naira.
Wow. So the big story here on the Punch, we have doctors to decide on nationwide strike today.
And also we have a 2027 presidency. Jonathan splits the South-South PDP.
Okay, on the strip, that's the bill on the below. We have Oshun Kingmakers reject move to dethrone jailed monarch.
And also we have 5 soldiers, terrorists feared killed in Zamfara clash.
Vehicle theft. 3 Nigerians jailed 96 years in Ghana.
Wow, that's a big one actually.
I tell you.
All right, on the sports angle, we have South Africa dent Eagles World Cup hopes after stalemate. So, which are we taking from now?
Let's go with the doctors. We'll still talk about the Nupeng.
Yeah, but let's stick with doctors.
Let's go on the doctor. Yeah, so the doctors to decide on nationwide strike today. So, Barrister Olatunji Abdulhamid. So it's no longer news because it's really glaring here that the National Association of Resident Doctors (NAD) is meeting to review the government's response to their demands. So, sir, what are the key demands pushing doctors towards a strike? What really prompted the strike?
Unfortunately, the demands are just usual demands of welfare and lack of adequate welfare package has been the issue all this while, and that has continued to be. The government has refused to do the needful by ensuring or authorizing the welfare of our doctors. Not only doctors in Nigeria, almost everybody in Nigeria are not prioritized. Our affairs, our interests are not a priority to our government. So the doctors are not let out. Their welfare have not been taken good care of, and they are asking for it. There are areas of payment that have not been paid. There are things that have not been done, and they want the government to do so, and that's why they are asking that they will go on strike. And you see, unfortunately, they will give notices, they will say all these things jokingly, seriously, warning strike, this and that. The government will pretend as if they are not there or they're not hearing them. Until when it becomes the last day or last moment, that's when the government will come up and start negotiating or start discussing with them. This attitude of a fire brigade approach does not help any nation. And it shows that the concern or the government is not seriously concerned about the issue. It's unfortunate that we are treating ourselves in this way. When I say ourselves, because what is happening to the doctor is not only limited to the doctors. It affects every sector of our working force in Nigeria. Everybody is complaining about lack of abandonment. Even our soldiers that are facing war daily are being killed and neglected to an extent because what they are giving them is to take them abroad. So it's unfortunate that we are where we are. It's not new. It's the usual demand of Nigeria from government.
All right, Barrister, let's take a look at other matters. Nupeng suspends a strike as Dangote accepts a union's demands. Remember, Dangote had desired to bring in, or he has even brought in about 4,000 trucks to make it easier for his products to get to different nook and cranny of Nigeria. But Nupeng is not happy about it, even if that is not the demand. But they are using other demands to truncate the desire of Dangote trucking his products himself. So who is deceiving who at this point, Barrister?
That opinion is your own opinion or your observation. Why are they disrupting Dangote's business? How are they preventing him from doing his business? When they are asking Dangote to do the right thing and to follow the law, and people are saying they are trying to disrupt his. They say it's not bringing any truck. They can't force him. They can't even prevent him from bringing any truck. He has brought the truck if he's going to bring it, and he wants.
So what is the law? So what is he going against? What then is the problem?
The law is that there is a freedom of association, and no employer can force anybody to join a particular union or not to join a particular union. What we are told was that Dangote ensured that those who are to be engaged as drivers will sign an undertaking not to join oil and gas Pengasis and Nupeng. So I think that's against the law.
But it is within his rights. Barrister, it is within his rights. He owns the company, he owns the truck, he decides whether or not his own employee will join an association or not. So I do not know why it's a big problem.
That's the point I'm making. By law, it is not his decision. It is not his decision. It's the decision of the employee. It is not his decision. He cannot determine for them. If an employee says, I don't want to be a member of a union, so be it. If an employee said, I want to be a member of a union, so be it. And there must be a union, and there's an existing union. How can you be an employer and still be the owner of a union? What are you talking about?
Barrister, are you aware? Barrister, are you aware that the student union government, SUG in Lagos, University of Lagos, does not participate in the association? There's no SUG currently in the University of Lagos, so it is within the purview of the institution to determine, for the safety or for the good of the association.
Eddie, you are missing up the point.
Okay.
You are missing up the point. We are not talking about whether they have the right to participate. You can be a member of the union and not participate. I don't tell you that is voluntary. You can try to say I'm a member. You can try to say I'm not going to be a member. Nobody will force you. Then what we are saying is that Dangote has said, look, my employee, you have to sign on that undertaking that you will not join the union. That is against the law. That is the point I'm making. It's against the law. If the employee says they want to on their own not join union, they can't. You cannot say you will not join because I have found another one. So this is the one you will join. You can't direct them in that regard. You can't. And in fact, if not that we are in a country where things are not done the way it's been done, that is will not be registered. Because I know when those who drive Uber and boats, they wanted to register a new union. They refused to register them. They said there's an existing union. They should go and join that one. They refused to register them because every union must be registered by the register of a trade union. They were not registered until later after when they now align and become one. They now call them. They gave them a new name. I can't remember the name now. A very long name like that. So what the point I'm making is that nobody is saying Dangote should not the employees of Dangote should not should be forced to join union. Nobody, and even Nupeng, they are not saying that. They are not forcing anybody to come and join. What they are saying, you see, what we don't see early is this. These people will allow sentiment and emotion to take us away in the name of they are helping us. That was how we felt for the tax law. When everybody they were not looking at law, they were looking at what Tai Odele said. Tai Odele said it will be our best interest. It's good for us. Poor will not suffer. It will take away poor from paying whatever. Those sentiments were used, and everybody said to it. The Northerners who engaged somebody to look at the law for them, they saw a particular one that will not help them. There is issues, and people who started I've seen them as drop back people. They were able to get what they were looking for, and today they got it. We sat down. We are not looking at anything. We not look at the law, and today we are complaining that how can we be paying tax? And that is in the law. We did not challenge it. So what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that look, if you allow Dangote to do what he wants to do, these drivers will in a matter of time become slaves to Dangote. In other words, you'll be treating them the way you like. How can an employer also be the same judge? He's the employer, and he will be the one to own, to run the union, or to create the union, or form the union. And he said you must belong to it. No, it can't be now. How can I will it be fair? He will maltreat them, and nobody will protect them. And by the time nobody is protecting them, you people will forget that somebody came up and said you can't allow this. You people shouted them down. That was how when Fubara and his cohorts, member of the assembly, work against PDP. They voted against PDP. When they now have issues, people are not blaming them again. People are saying, where is PDP? Where is PDP not coming to their head? Where is PDP not coming to their head? This is the point we are making. By the time Dangote is allowed to do what he wants to do, and in a matter of time, those people become slaves. And you people will start shouting, why is he doing this? Why is he like this? Dangote is not helping you. Dangote is monopolizing every business to himself. And if you allow individuals to monopolize every business to himself, then there will be no spread of economic benefits to everybody. Because people who are driving the truck before now, that Dangote want to send away, will now be jobless. Those who own trucks before now, that are taking the fuel from Dangote refinery, will lose their truck. You see, we should go beyond this sentiment and emotions. Dangote is not helping anybody; he's helping himself. He's trying to monopolize it. That's why he now assigned the transport section to his cousin or nephew or whatever they call it themselves. So it's between family. They will be the one to do the oil. They will be the one to benefit the transport. They will be the one to do this and that. So indirectly they are cornering everything, and they will be the one to determine everything that will happen. And people are saying that how is he helping me? When he was building his refinery, did we not give him the dollar in a very low? It's not my money. Was my money not part of it? He didn't do it for us for free. He was supported, fully supported by the government against all odds. Even the government that was unable to do his own refinery gave him a support, and he was able to build it. He was able to get dollar at the lowest rate. How many other businessmen got that? So you see, I will not go by sentiment. I'm going by law. Section 40 of our Constitution says you are a freedom of association. So every employee should have the freedom to join whatever you want to join. That does not mean as a journalist you now go and join NBA and say since the law say I'm free to join any union I like. No, the union within your business, you must join them. And if you don't join them, they will come force you. Then if you have problem, don't expect them to come and support you. That is the issue. So when people are talking about the people who are looking at our own selfish end that will suffer because there will be scarcity. That is the end we are looking at. We are not looking at long consequences of what Dangote is trying to do. I am not going to support that. I will not go to support an individual taking the country for a ride, cornering all businesses to himself and his family. And he will now control the union within that business so that nobody will ask questions.
All right, but
if the union is being controlled by him, who will ask questions? So I see it differently from the way you people are seeing it. That's the way I see things. I'm not going to go for emotion or sentiment. The Dangote has not done the right thing, and that's why he has agreed to allow them to join the union that is in existence, because he knows that is the law. He knows. He just want to use his power to turn the system upside down, and you people are following it. Sentiment.
Well, the truth of the matter is we will run a capitalist system in Nigeria, unfortunately, as supported by the government and the system that we run in the country. It's one thing for his drivers to put pen to paper that they would join the association. It's another thing, for them to willingly accept to do the biddings of the association also, because he who pays the piper dictates the tune, unfortunately. But barrister, from one certain precedence to another, here we have another story. Osun King makers reject move to dethrone jailed monarch. Is this not another case of certain bad precedents that would continue in generations to come? This man has committed a crime. He is serving his term in the United States of America for fraud. And kingmakers are equally becoming complicit by not dethroning him and allowing for a new monarch. How bad is the situation, Barrister?
The decision is bad as the system itself. The system is allowing this. If we have a system that will trigger itself, that will operate without anybody prompting it, this issue will not be discussed. We have a local government chairman that is in charge of Oba's traditional student affairs. We have the governor who supervises them. Nobody, in fact, immediately after that judgment, I expect them to have taken steps to say, look, this man is not fit to return back as Oba. So even if there's no, I don't even understand. If there's no request for that, would they not do that? It shows that we are not sincere with ourselves. It's about money. How did the man even become Oba? Would the man even have the moral ground to return back to that community and say, if you want to be continued as Oba? Will anybody respect him? Will anybody be accused of corruption or stealing in that community and the Oba, and they will be taken to the Oba and the Oba will talk? A convicted even under our law, as a political office, once you have been convicted for 10 years, you are not entitled to hold any office in that regard. So somebody has been convicted, and that person will come back and will still retain his seat as Oba. It can only happen in Nigeria. It's not even it should not be for a debate. It should be automatic. It should be automatic. It should not be. It's an embarrassment for us to even be debating this. So even talking about food, that some people say no. Somebody who are asking that the seat will be declared vacant. It should be automatic, because this is why we're having this issue we're having. And this is a similar thing that happens in our National Assembly. You see people that have defected from one party to another. He had automatically on his own resign his appointment from that seat. He'll be looking for one excuse or the other, and people will be supporting him. I'm very sure when this man come back, some people will come and say, yeah, he must be returned. He was victimized. It was not correct. That judgment was a lie against him. Whether a lie or not, he has been convicted. Yeah. A convict cannot come back and become an Oba. So if a convict cannot come back and become an Oba, why are you not declaring the seat vacant to allow another person to come and occupy the seat? It shows that those people you call kingmakers are not working in line with the law, traditions. In the past, tradition decide who become an Oba, but today it's not tradition. It's not Ifa. Let me tell you, it's not Ifa. It is the money and your power that determine that will tell Ifa who will become the Oba. So if you are able to bring a cool money down, those in charge of Ifa will be able to tell Ifa who actually brought a larger part of money or big money into them. For me, it's unfortunate. We should not be discussing this. It's embarrassing as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
So, all right, okay. So are you trying to say if the Ifa does not take decision or give out who will be maybe the king or who will be in that position, are you saying that there is a group of these makers, like king makers, that take decision on who will be? I'm actually asking you a question from what you said.
Ifa is like a computer. It's what you put in the computer.
But some people will agree if they won't agree with you on that.
What you put inside the computer that the computer will bring out.
Yes, garbage in, garbage out. Yeah.
Very, very
so
true.
If those people decide to put my name to Ifa,
yeah,
and they refuse to put other name, or tell Ifa that or on their own interpret that this is the name without you seeing it. Would that not be what? For me, we don't. Well, that tradition is no longer there again. Tradition is in the past. We don't follow it again. In the past, the Oba himself will not even think of coming back. In fact, his family by now will not even have. They will not even to come out. Will be hard for them. In the past, that they don't even know that these people are from this man's family. It will be a shame for them to come out. And yet, people are coming up to say, no, you can't declare a seat vacant. We are still investigating it. We are still looking at it. Somebody has been convicted. You are waiting for paper to know whether or not it's a good guy. I read the news that some days ago that they are considering appealing the judgment. The Osun State government. I don't know whether it's correct. what concerns them? Appealing the judgment against of who? Of the Oba. Is he working with them? For me, it's unfortunate. We have our system is decayed, and it's even our traditional system. That one is even gone since traditional system is no longer in existence. It's just a respect that we're giving them. They are not giving them respect any longer.
Very true, Barrister. It's actually yes.
Trust for us are betrayed us.
It's actually very funny how that imagine the Sultan of Sokoto or the who is the biggest one of amongst the biggest
you can see
Oba
as, they're just for instance
yes
Oba of Ife or
yes exactly. Imagine how glorious that position is, but he is under the leadership and the instruction of the local government chairman.
I mean that's shameful actually. You know,
it's really not interesting.
Yes, it's not.
Yeah, Barrister, I wanted to say something.
Yes, that's our system. You see, before now, during the colonial era, the Obas are the one in charge. They are like the governor.
Yes.
Now that we have that system, it's automatic that it will go back to their. In fact, as it is, they don't have any role. They are just being respected. They are not supposed to even be there. No law says they will be given. It's just an aberration that they are even given a role of being paid. It's respect. Their time has gone. The time has gone. Their time has gone. They are no longer in charge, unlike before, when the traditional rulers are the one in control. So it's not something that's abnormal as the way it is now. That chairman local government is the one paying them. Yes, but that is the system.
Oh wow! All right, Barrister, let's go soft news a little bit. Yesterday, Nigerians, especially sports lovers, were not actually so pleased with what happened. South Africa dent Eagles World Cup hopes after stalemate. How that we, the giant of Africa, we used to control football in Africa. When any team hears the name Super Eagles, they shiver. But now they don't care any longer. A small country like Rwanda can boast to want to beat us, or Chad. You know. So, Barrister, what do you think could be the reason for this? Is it because of the independent nature of the football association that is not under the control of anybody? Where do you think this is coming from?
Well, unfortunately, we are still of mistaken belief that things should be the way they are in the past. As Nigeria is growing, the other countries are growing too. And when it comes to sports, everybody have moved on. Before now, you see Nigerians abroad playing, few of Nigerians. You won't see any other Nigerian playing abroad from in Africa, other part of Africa. So these days, you see everybody from every part of the country, everywhere. It's changed. And we should also admit that it's no longer, minors are no longer plenty in our sports. It's not everybody. The way you are playing, you have players who are playing in UK. The Congo and Lesotho also have players who are playing in UK. So the way you are watching the TV, football on TV, they are also watching. Unlike before, when that is treated in our advantage. When we have late season catchy and only a few of them abroad, no other people are in other part of Africa doing that. So today the level is leveled now. This is a global world now, and everybody is moving. So if Nigeria is moving, do you expect other countries to stay where they are and not to move? And you are saying if you still believe in that we must be beating them 10-0, 5-0, you are living in the past, because it will not happen. You can see, I was watching Israel and Italy. Italy struggle.
Are you still there? I think it's.
I see the Barrister.
It's not so. So it's not South Africa that dented our chances. It's ourselves. It's Nigeria. We lost and drew matches that were supposed to win. Lesotho, Rwanda. So these are the issues. So that's one we play yesterday. We won't do better. I was even surprised that we were not beaten. So at least to an extent we did better. As a Nigerian patriotism in me, I was praying that we will win that match, and I was praying that they will lose. They unfortunately been beat Lesotho 4-0.
Wow.
So I was hoping that will happen. so that we will retain our second slot.
I know.
Even with that second slot, it is not sure that we are going to qualify.
Wow.
Because there will be that second slot position. We battle among countries who came second. They will not look at the points and other things for us to be able to qualify. We are in a tight situation.
But do you think African teams that might be going to the World Cup in America, Canada, and Mexico, as organized by the three countries, do you think any of these countries might get past the highest level that Cameroon had got into? I guess Cameroon got to quarterfinals sometimes in the history. Senegal, yes. Yes. So do you think any African country can go past that level?
We have the quality. We have the quality. But unfortunately, what I see is that as the way Nigeria is now, we are struggling in our qualification. If Nigeria should qualify, you realize that Nigeria will be one of the best teams from Africa in that competition. That's what I see most times. So, but we have the quality in Nigeria, in Africa. So even when the World Cup, I'm serious. We have the quality to win it. If not for the abracadabra of Uruguay against Senegal, or which country? Is it Ghana or Senegal?
Yes.
Where guy uses his hands to bring back the ball that's going to the net. If not for that, we'll be speaking about an African country who has entered semi-final or even won the World Cup today. Unfortunately, we started badly, and it's hurting us now. It shows that when you are doing something, start early. Don't wait the last minute to get results. And that's what our government are always doing. They will not call those who are threatening to go on strike on time. They will wait for them to the last minute and start discussing with them. Unfortunately, it's an unfortunate situation.
Very true. And what men cannot do, women are doing it. Super Falcons are doing better.
Yes.
The Tigress, that is the female basketball team, they are doing better than our men. So they are representing us and giving Nigeria the glory as against what men cannot do.
Yeah, okay, let's just give it to them.
Let's give it to the women.
Let's give it to the men. We are representing them.
Yes, Barrister.
Henry,
yes.
You also record that before now, even our female team, the female football team, whenever we are playing any other country in Africa, we are sure of winning 5-0, 10-0, 10-0. Did you see that again now?
Well, it is still there. It is still there to a bit.
We struggle these days. So it's to tell you that things have improved. Other countries have also developed. So don't sit down and say because we are beating them 10-0 5 years ago, we should continue to beat them 5-0. That means they're not serious. They're also working on. They're working hard. In fact, when it comes to club football, South Africa, Chad, Sudan, Chad, and some other countries like that, they have a better organized league, and that's why whenever we play the Super Eagles team B, they play, you can see they beat them easily because they have an organized team in their countries or league in their countries, and that's why they're playing well. So for me, it's not only about the country alone. It's about the fact that other people are also working hard to get to the top.
All right, so it's very important that we talked about this because it's trendy and it's on the pages of our newspapers. So that's the reason we had to, talk about that. So we would be going off now, just to let you know that Barrister would be here to take us on our main conversation. That is when we return. Natasha and the Senate denies resumption for her, especially as a PDP kicks in. That in a bit is still Enterprise Morning. Please don't go anywhere.
I'll be right back.